Welcome back, y'all. This is Tiff and
Mike.
And this is Damn We Grown.
Back again, y'all, for another Damn We Grown Wednesday. Slapping some soul to you straight from the couch. Yeah, and just getting into it, man. You know what I'm saying? You wake up one day and you got bills to pay. Mm-hmm. You can't go to mom and dad's house no more. No. You're not sure what's going on. You may have some kids now, some pet babies.
You got taxes to pay.
Oof.
Bills.
You got a career that you got to go to. Mm-hmm. Your job, you can't call off because you're tired. And then you realize, damn. I'm grown. This is what it is, man. This is what it is. Yeah. So where can they find us at, Tiff?
Y'all,
go ahead. I said while I'm checking some things.
Okay, y'all can find us over on Instagram at Damn We Grown. We're over there. You can find us on TikTok as well. Damn We Grown. So we're there. You can listen to the podcast pretty much any and everywhere. And make sure you're leaving us some reviews. Give us some thumbs up over on YouTube as well at Damn We Grown.
DAM We Grown. Yeah, no, I was just checking up on some things.
Well, while Mike's checking up on some things, as y'all probably can tell, we've been missing.
No, we haven't. We've been right here because I've been putting the episode out.
Mike's been putting it out, but this is our first time recording in about, 2 weeks now? Recently?
Yeah.
But Mike got some grown things he got to tell y'all about what's happening with him. Mm-hmm. We did go on a cruise. We went on our first, hold on, my mic, I can turn it this way. We went on our first family cruise with Maddie, and that was cool. We just did the 4 day. We did the 4 day, it was 5 day?
Yeah.
Oh, it was 5 day. I think I was thinking maybe 4 nights. That's probably what it was. But yeah, we did the 5 day Ensenada Catalina cruise. And it was fun. It was fun. Our daughter, she thought she was grown because I guess Royal Caribbean is like one of the best ships for teens, like tweens and teens. So they have like a little teen lounge, and their curfew isn't until like 1 a.m. on the ship, even though... Yep. We put it much, much lower than that.
Mm-hmm,
but
like 11.
These kids were coming and going in and out. You know, they had a little card, their little room card. So they were in and out the room, going to the buffets, meeting up with people, and they were living their best life. So yeah.
We went with our friends, Rod and Ari, and their 2 girls. And it was, we were talking about it because it was kind of like a combination. So if you've never been on a cruise, and you got kids that are like, 11, 12, 13-ish, something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, it's almost like 3 vacations in one, in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, you have like the family vacation together with your friends, the family vacation with just your family, if you want to do it that way. You have couples vacation with your friends, right? Because the kids have so much... independence and entertainment that you don't have to be up under each other the whole time, and they're safe. And then you have just a couple's getaway, just you and your spouse. You know what I'm saying? So it was really, really dope.
Yeah.
It was a difficult thing for me because, damn, we grown. I always put it like this. Either you're getting old or you're dying. Yeah. Or you're dead, excuse me.
But what happened literally 2 days before we were supposed to set sail? I mean, which we did, but what happened?
Listen, this is Damn We Grown, so y'all know how it goes, okay? I'm 45 years old, so, you know what I'm saying? Things happen. I went to put air in my tire, man. And when I got back up, my back was like, oh, for real? Clock, 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 clock.
Locked up on him.
I was like, oh, couldn't barely walk.
He came in the house and I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, what happened?
It was a wrap, y'all. It was a wrap. So, cheers to getting older. You know what I'm saying? But I made it work. We wasn't about to miss the cruise because my back decided to lock up. And it kind of, it locked up the Thursday before we left, and we didn't leave out until Monday. So it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, so I had like 3 or 4 days to kind of, for the pain to subside. It subsided a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But ibuprofen and trying to rest, it wasn't doing it.
No.
It wasn't doing it.
He couldn't bend over. He can let me pick up my shoe and put my shoe on. And, I dropped something on the floor. I dropped the tap. He couldn't do none of that.
None of that. But we still had a good time, though. We
did. We made it work.
We didn't have any grown folks time. You know?
No. So, one, I was afraid of hurting him even more, or he wouldn't be able to do anything. And then 2, I got sick. I got seasick the first day.
Yeah, she was done, y'all. We were sitting at dinner. She was like, I gotta go.
I was like, I have to go, or
I gotta go.
I felt like I was just going to hurl everywhere. And I'm not the type of person that gets seasick.
Mm-hmm. She grew up on a fishing boat.
Yeah, I love the water. I love, the rock and motion. It doesn't bother me. But I think what it was just the fact of, I personally did not eat. I woke up at 7:30. 7:30, was getting the last stuff together, packing the car, because Mike, he can't do a lot of this stuff. So I'm I have to pick up the slack on, on the things that he would normally do, packing the car. And we, I personally didn't eat until about 12:30. We got on the ship in our room, and I think I'd taken a bite of my breakfast sandwich for the first time. And I wasn't drinking enough water. And I think the movement of the ship as well, everything was just hitting me. And I kept powering through the adrenaline and stuff. Cause I'm we're on the cruise. I was so looking forward to this cruise. Okay. So I was nothing's going to stop me. I don't care. So even when we went down to dinner, I still wasn't feeling right. And I probably should have just been y'all go to dinner. I'm going to stay here. I was no, we're on the ship. We're going to have a good time. I've been waiting for this for, how long ago did we plan this cruise? 6 months ago, 8 months ago or something?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. So I'm my body was girl, you about to embarrass yourself in front of everybody. Lord. So you better take your butt back up to that room.
Yeah. It was what it was, though. We still had a good time.
Yeah.
We still were able to, like I said, power through. And we went to Mexico. Everybody's you going to Mexico? You crazy. You know what's going on out there? It was just fine. It was no issue. We were walking around on the streets in Ensenada, and, it was fun. We had a good time. We also went to Catalina Island, which is a little island right off the coast of California.
That was nice. That was our first time.
Yeah, we were out there dipping in the golf carts, just going all over the island.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. We're probably going to go back, maybe do a couple's trip out there, get our money together. And get it cracking. What's going on out there in them streets, baby? Ooh. Actually, I know what's going on out there in the streets. Okay. You were telling me about it. So Coachella just ended, last weekend, and you were telling me about some of the scandalous scams that people were doing.
Yes. First of all, they had a tornado, or I guess people are calling it a dust storm, but. Dang. You literally see people's tents getting ripped and flying in the air so high up that they look like birds. You see all these little specks of white in the sky, and it was full on pop-up tents, 10 by 10 tents. People came back to where's our campsite? What happened to all our stuff? Oh my gosh. I'm I feel for y'all.
Gone.
Airbnb, people were scamming left and right.
Hey.
So one scam. Allegedly. Yeah. So one scam, I guess a host, the Airbnb host, they would, they book a person would book their home, and a couple of days before, after that grace period where you can get your money back, they canceled it. So one person, they noticed, like, it popped up like, oh, your reservation was canceled. It was like $10,000 for this house. That's a whole nother story too. The prices of this stuff. So $10,000, they were like, oh no. So they went on the website. They seen that the place that they wanted was available. So they rebooked it. However, this time it was like $20,000. So with Airbnb, I guess once you pass that deadline, you got to pay like 50% of, your deposit.
Yeah, yeah.
So the person gets like $5,000 automatically, plus the fact that they rebooked it and they contacted the person. They're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. It's Airbnb, you got to contact them. And Airbnb is like, but you guys canceled and there's nothing we can do. And So that was one scam. The other scam was people were taking photos of people's home, like say our home. They're taking a photo of our home, and like if we had our home on Airbnb, and they will create their own Airbnb.
Dang. Scamming season, y'all. It is scamming
people
season.
People were booking, I get, it's a real home, but the account it was linked to, I guess, wasn't like legit, and so people left their credit card information. They're getting charged $5,000 for the weekend or whatever, and money gone. They have no place to stay.
Yeah, you got to be diligent. You got to be, focused. You got to make sure like you're on the correct website, because they will do things called website spoofing, where it'll be looking exactly like the Airbnb website
like
or whatever.
Airbnb.com, but it'll be like Airbnb.com or something. Airbnb. Like you don't notice that last little letter or something.
So it's like, yo, you got to be on your P's and Q's, especially spending $10,000, $4,000, spending $100. I'm still like, wait a minute, hold on, let me make sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's wild. We went back in 2018, y'all know, Beachella, that was like amazing. So we were going back and forth like, is it a good deal still? I think the tickets are going for, how much are the tickets if you buy them from them?
It was less than $700. It was like $6 something, I think.
Okay, so let's just round it up to $700. And if you go through like the list of people that perform, you're probably averaging out to like, like $40 a show or something, depending on, which is actually quite good, you know. But it has to be people that you really want to see.
Oh, yeah.
I know there was a lot of people that wanted to see Justin Bieber. And there was like a little bit of like, oh, his show was so simple and boring and this and that. But I'm like, if you're going to see Bieber.
Yeah, if you're a real fan.
Yeah, if you're a real fan, you just want to go see Bieber. So, I just think one of the things that I never really liked about Coachella is like sometimes people are just going just to be seen. Like, I'm in the hot spot. It's like, okay, let me.
Oh, the brands, the sponsors, like I was watching people, the influencers, yeah, that's what it is. I was watching them and like, oh, we're in the Starbucks house, we're in the Skims house or whatever house, like put on, put those in. Like, how much money did y'all spend? Like the swag bags alone, probably like $15,000, $20,000 for a lot of this stuff. Plus the accommodations. And then, if it's that brand, they have everything decked out. Like I remember, I think last year, was it Poppy or like one of those probiotic sodas was there. And they had like the vending machine and like everything was just all decked out. Right. And it's just like, it's cool, but at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, like this is ridiculous. So they actually categorized people for Coachella recently.
Okay, break it down.
Now, what me, you, Waneka, and Joe did, we were considered in part of the Hunger Games. I don't know which ward it is, but we would have been in the Hunger Games, like the poor part of Coachella.
Because we stayed in the... We camped?
Yeah, we camped. Car camping in the tent. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is.
All my nerds, y'all know what this is.
But yeah, and then of course, if you got like the yurt, then you're a little bit more luxury. But of course, if you had the house, you're rich Coachella. Like
He's still going into the dirt, and I don't care if you rich Coachella, you still waking up with your nose full of dirt and got the, what's it called, the Coachella flu.
Yes.
So yeah, okay, well,
to a point, because I seen remember the showers?
Mm-hmm.
The shower situation we went. Yeah, it's even worse. People were standing in line for like over an hour and a half just to take a shower. The water wasn't like warm or like, I won't say warm, but it wasn't hot. And, I like a hot shower.
Yeah, you like boiling.
Yeah, and it was disgusting. Like someone showed like the shower and how I had like hair and all. Like, it's just like, ugh. But then, if you have your private tent, your yurt, or like yurt, or they had like the little cabins. I forgot what they were calling those. But, you have your own, like, there's individual showers that you get to walk into, and they had hand sanitizer, they had soap and lotion and all this stuff for you to take if you forgot your.
You sound so like you love it. I'm like, yeah, cool. 10,000. No, we're gonna do the $700.
Yeah,
tickets.
and it was expensive
For sure.
It was like $12,000 just for 2 people.
See? Now, would you rather have that or just go ahead and get you a little tent?
I'm not gonna lie. I would like the whole house situation, but then, of course, we got to pay for it, of course.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would you rather pay 12 G's for that or pay
more for the house? But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think as I get older, like, it depends.
Answer the question.
At this moment, because we don't have 12 G's just to throw away at Coachella, no, we're not doing that.
Even if we had 12 G's just to throw away at Coachella, I'm going to tell you from
Mike going to be like, no.
That's a no. I can spend $2,000 and have the same good time, and we actually pay to go camping, y'all. So we can do that again, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
2 G's, and I can take the other 10 G's, and now we can go to Africa for 2 weeks.
And that's what I was thinking when I was hearing these prices. I was like, you paid that much? Like, that's a 2-week vacation somewhere, and you're only there for 3 days. Like, but it's crazy.
We need to create our own little. We need to buy some land in like 29 Palms or like Barstow. Matter of fact, we can holler at Chris and Tina.
Oh yeah, on their land.
Go to their land. We can go to the what's it called? I need to get the exact name so I can. But go ahead and go on their ranch. You know what I'm saying? Put together a nice show.
Little music festival.
And get the charge. I'll charge like $200, y'all. Y'all can come see. Who we gonna bring out there?
Jill Scott.
No, she too expensive. Now $200 ain't gonna cut it if we getting Jill and Erica.
Oh, I don't know who we gonna pay $200 that we know that's a singer.
No, I'm talking about the tickets.
Oh,
$200. Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. Normally, every year after we went, since 2018. We always watch Coachella on TV. And this year, we only seen one, and it might have been the last show, Sunday. We seen FKA Twigs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her show was good. I do like some of her music. I like the way how she dances and expresses herself. But yeah, for me personally, I didn't really see, or I didn't feel the need to like watch anybody or see anybody. The lineup, Sabrina Carpenter, I'm like, I don't even know any of her songs. I'm for sure I heard her songs before, but I'm not their target audience.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, okay, now where we are in our age, it's like, our Coachella is like, what's the wine one that I think they just did it up north?
Fest? No.
No. Oh, that's our Coachella too. That's probably the best example.
I know what you're talking about. The one where Jill Scott was performing. Yeah.
Jill
I don't remember that name.
Right. I think Robert Glasper is heavy in it. I think he puts it together. But that's ours. Essence Fest, the wine one. But I mean, we could still go, but I'm just like, okay, no disrespect, but
my mic keep falling. Sorry.
You got to tighten that up.
I feel like I am.
You're going the wrong way. There you go.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Justin Bieber is dope, but I ain't, trying to spend no bread to see Justin Bieber.
Baby.
And Justin Bieber, I mean, he has some dope songs, but like I said, I ain't, spending no money to see him. Like, okay, if you got Jill Scott there, Erykah Badu, Drew Hill, Jodeci reunion.
Tell me what you need. Okay, that's all we can give y'all because we don't want to get sued.
Can't get sued no more. But, we could have Chris and Tina spot The View Ranch. I finally found it, y'all. Had that thing popping. We have Drew Hill out there. Jodeci out there. Genuine out there.
Oh, God.
Mess around, we'll have Rome. I belong to you. I belong. Come on, have Rome out there. We can have, who else? Everybody except for TLC. Or we can have just the T. It'd just be T-balls. We had T-balls out there. I don't know what Chili on, so I don't know. Cool.
She trying to defend herself.
Yeah, well, go ahead, man.
I'm thinking even to like last year. I can't remember anybody last year besides Lady Gaga and Green Day. Like, I would have been more inclined to buy those tickets last year.
Gaga, Green Day. Yeah.
Do
you have the time to
their show was good.
Wine? Yeah.
It's crazy out there, y'all. So what else? Is there anything else like happening?
Well, I wanted to get into like the main meat and potatoes, even though we're like over halfway through already. So I know y'all have seen what's going on in the world today with these prices going crazy, with people trying to find jobs, people working in warehouses and being upset. And that's kind of like what I'm getting at. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all know, but seeing my man set the toilet paper warehouse pretty much on fire. On fire, y'all. And not to say what he did was right, but I understand. People are out here frustrated. Mm-hmm. Things are just skyrocketing up in price, and you're trying to figure out, how am I going to pay for this? And these company owners are making more and more and more, and they're paying the CEOs more and more and more. And at the same time, they're cutting thousands and thousands of jobs. They're not giving anybody big boosts in pay, big raises, but these CEOs got bonuses and, all those kind of things. So it just gets to you. When you're in healthcare, you're trying to purchase it, purchase that, purchase this, purchase that for your health. And it's like, oh, yeah, well, that's going to cost this much now.
Yeah, I talked to my cousin about it, Tasha, and she was like, what is the end goal here? Especially with like the businesses wanting to use like AI for everything and kind of like eliminate all these jobs. And it's like, yeah, what is the end goal? Because at the end of the day, like if you keep cutting jobs and people don't have money to be consumers, your products aren't going to get bought. Then you're going to go out of business. And you just have all this money and you're just sitting somewhere living your best life, but the rest of society is like in shambles. But then that's going to create what's starting to happen, like what Mike just said about burning down the factories. people are going to start turning the other way and start going crazy. Like, it's going to be more violence.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And I was talking to my buddy at work about this, and it's like, for Black people, people of color, immigrants, having to deal with this level of pressure, trying to make that money stretch versus a normally middle class, like, white family that's never had to really deal with this kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them snapping. I could see them burning down some warehouses. And a lot of people are like, the guy that burnt down the warehouse, he was Shaheen Abdul, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Well, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not going to put people's information out there, but someone that I know, his son is actually, very close with the guy. Well, we're very close. He's half white, half Russian to be exact. So he's Russian and Arab. But, it's his mom is Russian. So it's a lot easier to be like, oh, look at this guy, Abdul. His white side burnt that thing down, all right? No, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like...
Yeah. They try to play the race card.
Yeah,
like,
they were for sure trying to make it seem like, this is just some crazy... Because that's the same thing they did when, my man crashed on the freeway. And they were like, oh, he was a undocumented immigrant, and he was in here illegally, and he was high, and he was drunk. And no, none of that was true. I think it was he Indian?
I don't remember, but you said he was an American citizen. Right?
Yeah, but he was an American citizen,
here, yeah.
like Indian American, or I forgot what his ethnicity was.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was from America. He's from here, and what I'm saying, whatever happened, but he wasn't high, he wasn't drunk, he wasn't an illegal, what I'm saying? He wasn't none of those things that they tried to push, what I'm saying, to try to, get their point across, like, we got to do something about these people because it's all lies. That's what they love to do.
Yeah.
So, it's the same thing happening. And there's been some other fires and this, that, and the third. But, I got gas yesterday. We're in California, y'all. So
I don't even want to think about that.
You know what I'm saying? And like we, get pretty decent gas, but we use like this app. So it gives us like a certain amount of discount because we use the loyalty app or whatever. But I still paid $5.63 a gallon. Now I'm riding around in my Prius looking like a genius, man. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody like, I understand, Mike. But it's still like what used to cost me $40 now costs me $55. You know what I'm saying?
Which is nice, because to fill my car, probably right now, it's probably going to be what, like 120 maybe?
Yeah, hopefully. But,
I'm on 1/8 right
now. You wanted a Jeep. You got your Jeep.
I was thinking about gas prices back in like 2015 or whenever I got my Jeep.
You know who was? The genius.
Mike is a nerd, y'all. He's a nerd.
Listen, I was in the spaceship. Okay, feels like I'm in a spaceship, so it's cool.
I must admit, I do appreciate that we do have one cost-efficient car, I guess you could say. Because, I mean, for us to have two cars, I know we were talking about like possibly even getting like a truck at some point before you had got the Prius. And it's like, okay, if you would have had a truck, the truck probably would have been even more in gas to fill up than my Jeep, So, but luckily where we're at now, we don't have to drive too far to get to the things that we need to get to.
Yeah.
So that does save us a lot in gas, but
a lot.
I hate having to go to the gas station and see it reach over $80. Like, oh my gosh.
And it's like, we're at the beginning of it. Like, it's not even the tail end. Like, where it's like, oh, okay, we're almost at the end. We're at the beginning of it. The Strait of Hormuz, I think it is, Hormuz, is still closed. They're trying to work it out, whatever. Hopefully it gets worked out soon. But even if it gets worked out today,
Oh, yeah.
There's still the ripple
us.
effect and all these things that have to happen in order for these prices to come back down. And then we got to hope the prices come back down, right? Because after COVID, what happened? The prices didn't come back down.
They may have went down a little.
Just a tad bit. The price of eggs at one point came back down.
That was probably it.
Yeah, but I mean, everything is still super high.
I feel like every time I go into the grocery store, everything I need is $4 to $6 per item. You know, like even
you need
something.
Some sardines is what you need.
Sardines, like $1.50 or something. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Ramen?
I was about to use ramen as an example. Now, okay, way back in the day, I remember ramen. You can get like 10 packs of ramen for like $1.
For like $1, yeah.
Yeah. Now you literally go in there and you get one pack of ramen. It's like 67 cents for one pack.
That's the low. Not that good Shin Ramyun.
Oh, yeah, no,
good Shin Ramyun.
We're just talking about
it's like $1.30.
Probably even more than that. Because I think sometimes the one in the bowls are like
those are even more.
$2-3, you know? So just everything. Like I was even looking at our pantry and stuff this morning because I'm like, dang, I got to go grocery shopping again. And I'm the type of person, I like to have things kind of like stocked up.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's a stalker.
Because I'm a creep. Anyways, we are low. Like low. We
just went to Costco like 2 weeks ago.
There's stuff like, okay, I need to get breakfast stuff for Maddie. Like she already went through her French toast sticks. I need more, like the sausage alone, like the one I get from Aldi. I don't know how many you get in the pack.
Mm-hmm.
That's like $8-9 for the sausage.
She's just gonna have to eat an orange for breakfast from now on. Navel orange.
The French toast, that's like $4 for the pack. So already we're at $12 just for 2 items.
Yeah.
You know, and then we rarely get like orange juice and stuff. Like I was sick last week and I bought orange juice twice. I think 64 ounces Simply. Because I can't do like the cheap Sunny D or whatever the other one, Minute Maid or whatever. I need like
that Tampico and call it a day.
No, I need real orange juice. That was over $7.
That's your problem. You want to live.
So I literally spent like $15 plus, including tax, just for orange juice.
Orange juice.
And between the 3 of us drinking it, it only lasts like 2-3 days maybe. And that's if we're like really trying to like, you know, only having a little bit. But of course, you're going to have half a glass.
You put some water in that thing.
No.
Shake it up.
But it feels like that's the point that we got to get to. Like, we're going to start going down that road. You know, like we got to start figuring out some meals with the beans and the rice. And even beans and rice is expensive. Like a can of beans, like black beans. And I'm not talking old school, like how our parents would do where they got to like soak them and then cook them for all day. But like my can of black beans used to be like 50 cents around COVID time or so. Now it's almost $1. It's like 80 something cents, 89 cents, you know? So it's just like, even though it's not like, it didn't jump from 50 cents to like $3. But when you add all that stuff up and what used to cost, when you used to be able to walk into the grocery store and spend $100
and be good.
Yeah. And now you spend $100 and you're like, this is only going to last me for a few days or, you know, get me through half the week instead of the full week. Because the way how we grocery shop, I would normally kind of shop like weekly, you know, but I feel like I got to run to the store to get, oh, dang, we're out of soy sauce. Oh, dang, we were out of A1 sauce and A1 sauce ain't cheap. That's like $6-7, you know? So
A1 is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know where we're heading, y'all. I don't know. But
I would say this. Being in a position
excuse me. Want some of my water?
I'm good. Being in a position to be like, dang, and the A1 is getting expensive.
Yeah.
Because what you putting A1 on? You putting A1 on steak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're sophisticated like me and my daughter are, you know, you use A1.
And Grey Poupon.
Little Grey Poupon.
Who uses Grey Poupon?
I have no idea. No one's used Grey Poupon since.
What are you supposed to use that on? Is that mustard? Like spicy mustard or something?
Yeah, it's just mustard.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But deli mustard. But with good marketing. But something. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been here before, so we know we got to just keep grinding it out. But it's the younger generation hasn't been here before. And this is hard for them. And then like I said, I'm pretty sure there's like poor white people that have been through this before and been having to figure it out. But I think, like I said, the white people that have never been through this before, haven't experienced it. Maybe their grandparents did or something, but this is going to be extra tough for them. This is something that we were saying when we were talking about how important, this election was, the last election that happened. Like, okay, we are trying to tell you the things that can happen with these kind of people running the country, but, it is what it is. So shout out to all the people that, were like, my life don't change just because a different president isn't. Okay, how your life looking right now? Are you feeling it today now? Is it starting to stick? Got to vote. November. Get out there and vote. Make your choice. But yeah, we'll be all right, man. We just got to figure out other ways, like I've been telling Tiff, like just being able to make an extra $50 over here, extra $100 over here, extra $200 over here, and just stack. And we're investing more. We've always talked about investing, y'all know, but we're investing a lot more now, and just because we're really just looking at like, okay, the way that inflation is rising, the way that the value of the dollar is decreasing, the way that these companies are laying people off and replacing them with artificial intelligence, like it's not going to slow down. I don't believe so. So we have to figure out a stopgap, like what's going to fill in that gap that we can be fine and be able to still live a life and support ourselves and be able to help out friends and family in that kind of situation. And it all keeps going back to being forced to start your own business that you can pour your time and money into and make successful, and investing. Just those are the two things that I see. And that's, something that we're doing with Honey Avocado. Tip's got, and she saved Christmas, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we'll keep going, baby, because this is how we can weather the storm and then get to a place to where we get so many things paid off that, okay, we're good. Either which way, I want to retire soon.
I want you to retire soon.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but y'all, we're going to do it. We're going to make it. Keep grinding, keep pushing, and we just got to put our thinking caps on and figure it out.
Adapt.
Yeah, we got to adapt.
We got to adapt and we got to evolve. And I think that's something we should talk about in the future, because I know we don't have time now. But Mike and I, we literally talked about that last night, in learning how to adapt and evolve.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for anything in your life, pretty much. And like, just to kind of wrap it up, going back to one of the things that I'm personally trying to do, it's taking me a moment, but I'll get there, to help our family, save with the cost of food, spending money on food. I really want to get our garden started. Because, for instance, we use a lot of cilantro. We love like Mexican food and stuff like that. So we use a lot of cilantro, and like cilantro shot up like ridiculously. Okay. I think I paid like $1.50 for like one bundle or something.
It used to be 50 cents.
It was even cheaper than that if you go to like Cardenas or like one of the Mexican grocery stores. Yeah, 33 cents. But I'm like, I can grow this. Like, this is so easy to grow, So like, just those little things. Maddie loves strawberries, and we're paying anywhere from $5 for like a little thing to $10 for a big thing. And she goes through them in like 2 or 3 days. I can I can easily grow strawberries outside in our yard, you know? So you just got to adapt, evolve, and, you know, that's just how we are as humans. We're still here, right?
Yes, sir.
We didn't die off when the caveman or whatever you believe in happened.
We don't die. We multiply. Y'all already know. So, yeah, we're going to get up out of here, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to the show. You made it all the way to the end.
You made it.
You can go ahead and hit us up on the socials. You can catch Tiff maybe every now and then on T-Todd2, or you can catch her at Honey Avocado. Is it the Honey Avocado?
Honey Avocado.
Honey Avocado. So at Honey Avocado on the socials, you can go ahead and hit us up. Of course, Damn We Grown everywhere. Email us, hit us up on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, what up? Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You know, the Honey Avocado.
Yeah, it's sorry.
See,
Honey Avocado was taken. So that's why I had to
check out thehoneyavocado.com.
Yeah.
Listen, we out here grinding, man. Yeah. Y'all do the same.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for your support. We've gained more subscribers on YouTube. So
Shout
welcome, y'all. Thank
Welcome.
you.
Thank
you guys been supporting with the thumbs up on our videos, and we really appreciate that. So thanks.
What you got to tell the people?
Keep choosing joy.
Cha-chia, y'all. Deuces.